Hello guys, it is Beyond the Noise here again. Welcome to our second episode, our next one as we promised it. We're gonna dwell today on Politics Monday. That is what we decided to call it or name it. Why? The question is quite the answer, because politics is our everyday life. We always have to think politics, we live politics, and we are led in life by politicians, because that's the highest level of honor you can ever acquire in a nation. Now, why Politics Monday? Well, the answer is simple. Again, we are approaching a change in dimension, a change in leverage politically, and by that I mean alongside my friend and my partner, my colleague, I'm Okaro Emmanuel, and
I'm Charles Omambia.
Yeah, and for that matter, we are going to expound deep into what politics means and why it affects us on our daily to daily basis. Now, Omambia, you are affected by politics.
Yeah.
Aren't you?
Yeah.
Now, tell us,
Yes.
or tell the Kenyan citizen somewhere out there,
Yeah.
why two patriots like us, we've decided we are jobless. That is a fact, isn't it? Yeah. Now, tell.
We are not jobless, but we are freelancers.
Okay. The fact is that you're not absorbed into the public service. Yeah. Are you?
Yeah. No.
Not
I'm not in the public service.
Exactly. That's what I mean. Like whatever you do out there doesn't matter to the government, because it shouldn't really matter, because I mean they didn't provide for you anything for you to get there.
I mean, at the end of the day, without the government, I've survived.
Exactly, that's what I mean. Now tell us, politics, it affects you. Yeah,
I know it affects me.
Now,
very much.
Now tell us, or tell somebody out there who doesn't, or who gets like how are they talking about politics? What does it have to do with me? Now tell that Kenyan out there who thinks like they're outside the political sphere. Tell them, what can politics do to your life, or how does it affect you in your daily life?
I know politics affects everybody in different ways. I was not into politics, but now it's high time I talk about politics, because we vote based on our tribal lines and how we are affected according to the socio-economic problems. For example, this is the Kenyan system, whereby it's an 8-4-4 system, whereby you take eight years in primary school, 4 years in high school, and 4 years in campus, in campus or college.
Yeah, sure.
By the end of the time you are supposed to finish the system, the government should have already absorbed you into a working mechanism. For example, if you go to other world, say in first world, say first Korea, Southern Korea, by the time somebody is in the 4th year or is doing his major, he's already discovered what he's going to do after his major.
Exactly.
Yeah, here you are just going to you go to school, just been breastfed, and after you finish your college life, you're left the streets, and then you go back to the drawing board.
To cut you like a little bit shorter, what I want to understand is that you are saying we should have working systems. A working system. Do you know why you're comparing Kenya to South Korea? Maybe let's name it the first world countries. Why are you comparing them? It is because their systems
are working.
They are working, aren't they? Now come back to Kenya. Where we living.
We're in Kenya.
And then you get to that you have gone through the whole system, have you said.
Yeah, yeah.
And then when you are supposed to like secure a job,
Yeah.
you know, like it used to be back in the day, you know, our uncles get to tell us that they used to graduate with job opportunities at hand.
Yeah.
Like they are handed them even before graduation, you know. Now, since then, things have changed by far, haven't they?
Yeah, they have changed.
They've changed. Now, before we start talking about our politicians and how they are affecting our lives majorly negatively, yeah? What do you think would have happened to Kenya if the systems were to work? Yeah? Tell us. What do you think?
You can take an example. You can take an example. China is a big country. It's one of the rivals with USA. It's in BRICS. But if you go there, the systems are working, and that is a living testimony. Yeah. I have somebody who has been there for about 4 years. He shares what he has experienced there. So I can say systems are working. So if you're living in the island, that you can say that no system can work. Systems are working out there, and people are enjoying the benefits, and people are reaping what they saw in the system.
Now,
For example, in China, people are taught basic skills at their junior levels, whereby you can fix anything. You measure in what you want to do. That's why in Kenya we have introduced the CBC or CBET education, combat-based education, so that people can be equipped with skills that can help you. Even if you don't get a job in the office, you can start your own work or solve a problem in the community. Yeah, that is for example of a working system, as I can say.
Now,
Yeah.
let me just get into you right straight on your point. Huh?
Yeah.
You've talked about CBE or CBC as it was used to be known. Huh?
Yeah.
Now, is it working in Kenya?
I can say.
I mean, no. Before you answer, let me ask you.
Yeah.
Out there,
Yeah.
you know, it is a competency-based education program, yeah?
Yeah, it's working. It's working. For example,
Now, let me ask you.
Yeah.
Before you go there, let me just cut you short in a little bit. Tell me how CBE should be working in a system that is as corrupt as Kenya. Tell me how CBE can be working where there is no infrastructure to formally house the CBE education system. Yeah?
Yeah.
Tell me how an understaffed nation in education like Kenya can make CBE work in this country. Yeah? We just kidding ourselves. Let's face it. We've rolled out the system. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
We just kidding ourselves that it's working. Like you just saying, like, you know, telling people it's working. But I'm just saying it's okay. It's okay. I will give you time to go there.
Okay.
But now let me just wind up.
Yeah.
We get that parents are complaining everywhere, right? Whereas we as Kenyans, the ones who graduated under the 844 system, we haven't secured a permanent and pensionable opportunity in Kenya yet. We're just working under meager little jobs.
Yeah.
Now, to finish my statement, let me just say, Kenya as a nation should not have rolled out CBE to start with without the necessary resources and environment to allow it to work. Yeah, now you can make your point.
On the point of CBET on CBE, I'll reference, for example, you know, that system was borrowed from the American system. That is from my colleague here. You can see that he has said that the system has it has challenges and challenges that have made it to be like a quagmire. Yeah. So, for example, that system was borrowed from America, and they tried to implement it in Kenya. That's where the system went wrong, because already we don't have capacity building. That's why you say we are understaffed, money, equipment. That is what we call capacity building. For you to roll out a system, you have to have capacity building. That's why even for a company to grow and everything, there's something they call capacity building. That capacity building is to make them scale or downscale. That is why he has highlighted many challenges of the CBE and CBET. That system is good, but the problem is implementation and rolling out the system. That is when the problem went wrong. Because even if you go to our records, our financial records, I know many people don't know about financial records here in the treasury. There's whereby this Kenyan government borrowed almost 13 to a billion. I don't know the figure, but I can say it's a lot of money from the World Bank to allow the CBE or the CBET education. But up to now, if you walk around schools and you see how the CBE and CBET has been implemented, you'll be in shock. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Now, Omambia.
Yeah.
Let's dive direct into the main agenda for today.
Yeah.
Kenyan politics. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Kenyan politics.
Yeah.
Take us through your experience as a Kenyan citizen today, undergoing a regime that is overseen by His Excellency. We have to address him like that. It is his official title, isn't it? William Ruto, as the President of the Republic of Kenya, and a normal citizen as you, who is a graduate, as I understand, and then you have this life, full life ahead of you, isn't it? Now, tell us, what is your experience under this regime, politically, socially, economically, and even emotionally, mentally still?
Socially, socially, according to this Kenyan government at the moment, you cannot speak well. The freedom of speech is limited. That's for the fact. Mentally, the government is the fact that it's the government, it governs your mind. The government has already brainwashed people through the empowerment programs that you see seen around. Already mentally people are devastated from the past and ongoing abductions, economic hardships. Inflation is at high. It's even above the roof. If you have 1,000 shillings, it's like you're having 500. I don't know if 1,000 shillings is equivalent to 200 shillings now. If you do your mathematics, so I can say at the moment now we're not in a good state that I can brag or say, That's why I'm addressing the issue politically.
Exactly.
Everybody needs to read the constitution, our Kenyan constitution. We internalize. We know how it can affect. It's a legal document, or is it a legal document, or is it just a book? So that's from there we can move forward. If you cannot enrich your mind, you cannot change.
Exactly. Now, Omambia, you see the reason as to why I highlighted all those things that I told you to explain yourself on them, how they have affected you, is because politics, people, let's face it, politics affect our day-to-day lifestyle, doesn't it? It does. In every aspect, whether you agree or disagree, but you will disagree to agree and agree to disagree, because you will eventually have to agree on the fact that politics affects you as a normal, low-life Kenyan citizen. That's why we are doing this, to sensitize you to make the right decisions in future, because we've made decisions in the past. They weren't right decisions, as experienced, of course, and now They made us. The people we put into office, they made us this miserable. Let's just speak it as it is. Call it a spade. That is why we have to do everything possible, to make sure that the system in a country works for the normal citizen down there. The pyramid gets to enjoy the fruits of living under the roof of his or her country, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. Now, people, before we go ahead and tell you about why we are here as a nation, because truly we know why we're here. It's our decisions we made, our choices. And one of them, Omambia,
Yes.
has to be tribalism.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Tribalism. Can you tell us what it means for people to be divided as a nation under tribal lines? Tell us.
I can say that is not a new topic. It's something that is in the public domain. Tribalism is it's something that is deep enshrined in our roots. But as this generation is going on and on, I know it was from long time ago, before the British came. We were in forest. We were in different communities. Say you're a Gikuyu, you're a Luo, you're a what? But the from if you bring all that one thing, it relates to one person, because we're just man and fell from God. All this tribal thing is just a mentality to conquer you and divide you according, so that people can gather resources and share equally according to the tribal lines. Favorism, you see, that's basic line of how you can divide people through tribe, race, ethnicity, your gender. All these things are just to divide you, because this world is made in it. This world is it's a bilateral, where we deal with zeros and one. That's why there's a debate between Messi and Ronaldo, Donald Trump and Putin. Everything is by. That's why there's man and female. Yeah, they're just conditioning you, so that you think in a bilateral way. So that if you're not from this tribe, you cannot rule. That is the basic thing if you want to know.
Now, for the Kenyan mwananchi out there, what they need to know from personally me, I've experienced something that I never as a child growing up thought would have happened, because we thought maybe, you get to grow up, you go to school, you complete school, you get employed, you marry, you get a family, you get stable, then you explore the world, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And then, here we are, yeah?
Yes.
Because of mtu wetu syndrome.
Yeah.
Mtu wetu syndrome, whereby you think by voting in the aspirant presidential or whatever aspirant elective seat they are taking, by voting them, you think they're gonna directly influence your growth. Which, people, it's a lie. It is a lie.
It's a white lie.
It's a white lie.
Yeah, it's
You
building
never-
castles in the air.
You'll never, even if you got those big wigs up there,
Yeah.
the likes of kina Matiang'i, Gachagua, Ruto, Raila, or whoever you want to vote for, you never get direct experience of success from his election. That is why we have to stop this. Let's focus on a wider agenda, yeah? Let's open our minds into the expounded sphere, whereby you think about what this person has done, track record of his or hers, and what has he brought to the table. Yeah. What do you have in your agenda for the normal Kenyans? Not like, what's your last name? I'm gonna vote for this one. No, we're not gonna do that. We've agreed that as a nation, and we are pleading with people out there through this, our podcast, our newly created podcast, that let's not try to engage mentally about tribalism. Let's not talk about ethnicity. Let's not talk about where you come from. Let's talk about you being a Kenyan. What have you done for Kenya as a country? Yeah?
Yeah, man.
What are you going to do for Kenya as a country? Now, let's get to party politics. Party politics. We are divided alongside parties, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can you tell a Kenyan politician or a Kenyan mwananchi what it means not to think of the party, but rather think of a philosophy, isn't it? Yeah, try to explain to them, Omambia. Tell them.
I can say, as I mentioned earlier, there's 0 and 1. So here, this is just all this thing is just to condition you and control you. So in this, according to the party lines, these people can come and lie to you. Oh, we are going to build for you this, do this. But once somebody is in office, the master plan changes. Everything changes. You wonder what happened. Yeah. So as this podcast, we want to push people, not push in a bad way, but we want to take you just walk that extra mile.
Enlighten them.
Yeah, just walk that extra mile.
You enlighten them,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, you just walk that extra mile.
Mm-hmm.
We can talk here, but you can just also go an extra mile and do a research and go and read about the constitution. Is this law according to is this law, if I read according to Article 1, all sovereignty power belongs to the people. What does that mean? All sovereignty power belongs to the people. So I am the boss. People don't know that. Yeah.
People don't know that.
Yeah, people don't know that.
Exactly. Now, Omambia, you've brought in a very, very, very strong point.
Yeah.
The constitution.
Yeah.
People tend to think that the constitution of Kenya is just but a national book, a national document. But what they get not to know is that the constitution is a very powerful document, isn't it?
Yeah.
It gives you sovereignty over your own nation.
Yeah.
It gives you the right to be the citizen of that country you're in. People need to get to read the constitution. Articles, they are not there like texts. They are there to protect you as a citizen, understand how your country should work, make you demand what is rightfully written in the document for you to enjoy. It is a document that is sacred in a way that it gives you power to delegate duties and responsibilities to representatives of your own choice. Or, better still, it gives you the absolute power to run this country as a citizen, belonging to you. Now, why did the writers of the Constitution decide that Article 1 is gonna be all sovereignty belongs to the
people? All sovereign powers.
Yes, exactly. All sovereign powers belong to the
people.
Correct. Why did they decide that? You know why?
I don't know why.
It is because
You can enlighten me on that.
Yes, let me tell you.
Yeah.
It is because
Yeah.
you have the absolute power, as I said.
Yeah.
To
You're the overall boss.
Yes,
Yeah,
you are the overall boss. That means you have the absolute power to hire and hire,
Yeah.
hire and fire
Yeah.
anybody you want to get into government.
To government.
Exactly, and the government is which body that represents the people, right?
Yeah.
Through a representative nature, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Now, if we get by that article and many more, our rights to freedom, rights to association,
Yeah.
freedom of association,
Yeah.
religion. You can't tell people that in Kenya we have a state religion. We do not. All right. And so many other how do you call them, articles that are enshrined in the constitution.
Yeah.
With that in mind, I want to tell people out there to go read the constitution as it is, and start demanding for the rights that are enshrined in that same constitution.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Now to wind us up for this episode, please.
I'll say guys, subscribe. We have an Instagram channel, we have a TikTok channel. We'll share the links. Yeah.
All the other channels are known as they go by the name of Beyond the Line, Beyond the
Noise,
exactly.
Beyond the Noise 59.
At Facebook, you will find us at Beyond the Noise 59. Instagram, Beyond the Noise 59. Twitter, the same, Beyond the Noise 59. YouTube, we are going to work on a Beyond the Noise 59 account. We will be on TikTok at Beyond the Noise 59, and every other platform you might think of. Please subscribe, help us grow, follow, and that is it for today, guys.